This is my pre-workout meal. I do it every day and it looks disgusting, and everyone says it looks disgusting, but it's just ground turkey and cream of rice, the GRINDSTONE Blends plain cream of rice. It's gluten-free, vegan. Any products that have less inflammation at the moment is always gonna sit a little bit better with me. So we do that. I do turkey because I can't stand the taste of chicken. And this is the easiest way that I do it. I just kind of make it up into a crumble, mix it all together, some salt, boom, bon appetit. Right now I'm suffering from a herniated disc. One of my discs is like, the jelly is coming out a little bit. And so I do this stretch couple times a day anyway, to basically like shove the jelly back into the donut. It hasn't hindered me too much other than when I sit down for long periods of time, it is like crippling when I stand back up, and like a little bit of tingling down to my leg from the sciatica. But I can run, I can squat, I can stand all day long, and I can train, so no problem. As I'm 10 weeks out, I've always kind of kept a logbook. As you can see, it's pretty well used. And although I do a lot of the similar movements week by week, I do like to just take note of how I'm feeling. So increasing the reps, increasing the weight. I'll make little notes like, this felt bad, or this felt good. Mostly this felt bad. And sometimes I like change it up a lot, or I'll make a note that like I slept poorly, just any one of those variables that could impact training. So today I'm a little bit tired, but to be expected at 10-ish weeks out. So, but we're gonna train back today, and a little bit of arms at the end, volume high, weights a little bit lower. And I find towards the end, I just wanna work on leaning out. I'm not gonna get much bigger because my calories are still a little bit low, but that's how that's gonna go for now, is we're just gonna keep volume high. So I start with wide grip, just to kind of help activate everything in my back. I either do wide grip pull downs or I'll do pull ups on the assisted machine. My main focus for my back is just getting that the density. Focus on getting the density in my back. Managed to put up some good width, but now it's the density. So that 3D thick look is what I'm kind of going for. The work is done the off season. Now I'm just trying to get a little shreddy spaghetti. If anyone actually wants to get anywhere, I think you do need a coach. I think even if it's just for that like that second set of eyes that is unbiased in a way, right? Because like we're gonna look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, ooh, I don't like this is looking weird. Or you get kind of like caught when you're prepping yourself, especially. You're just kind of like, does this look good? Someone to just tell you to like, shut up, give your head a shake, like just do the work. I probably could prep myself, but I don't want to, because I know I'm gonna get in my head. So it's why I recommend anyone starting out get a coach of some sort, just someone I think who's gonna help you get that perfect training plan if you don't already know enough. The nutrition plan, because again, sometimes you think you're doing it right and you're not. And then just someone that you can check in with regularly. I think that's really important. It's heavy. It feels heavy today. I'm still working on improvements anywhere I can get. I'm gonna add 5 pounds to make it 70. And even if I get a few less reps, at least I know the weight went up. And this is why having a plan is really important, or something to follow is really important, and then not just going into the gym haphazardly. Is the last time I did this exercise, I did 65 pounds for 12 reps. So I just did 65 just now for 10. And I'm like, I still have a few left in the tank. But what I try to explain to my clients is, although I might not always prescribe the weights for you to hit, in some circumstances I will, but it's kind of a matter of always trying to change something or trying to improve something. And whether that's increasing your reps slightly, increasing the weight slightly, decreasing your rest time in between, are all really good markers of improvement. And that's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to get a little bit better every time. We're gonna add 5 pounds, make it 70 pounds. While I'm resting, your ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is like what fuels your muscle, it's like that chemical reaction that fuels your muscle, needs about 2 to 3 minutes to fully regenerate before you're ready for your next one. I probably don't rest the full 2 to 3 minutes. If it's a heavier lift, I will. Like if I'm squatting or deadlifting or heavy leg presses or overhead presses, I will wait. In terms of these, I'll probably just wait until I can feel or see that my heart rate has come down a little bit. That's kind of like a good marker of like, okay, like everything's ready to go again. My breath, so it's like at 135 right now, which is like a brisk walking pace. So I'll wait a little bit till I feel like I've caught my breath, and then I'll start over again. So that's a good, if you don't have a watch on, just, and like when you're like, I don't know how long to take between sets, then just kind of wait until your body will literally be like, okay, let's go. So we started with a vertical, then we did a horizontal. This will probably be my last to second to last vertical pull movement. Because like I said, I'm more focusing on that density. So any of that like horizontal movements is what I'm working on. I like to incorporate a lot of supersets. I find I can get a lot more done in my hour. Keeps my heart rate up. And at this point, I'm just trying to like burn calories as much as I can at the moment. So, and again, I'm not trying to get strong. I'm trying to get shredded. Right now, I don't want an uneven tan because towards the show, I have to get spray tanned. For stage, the reason that we have the tan in general is the darker color against the really harsh, like bright lights helps to bring out all the definition in your muscles. So like right now I'm quite white, so you can't see nearly as much when you're tanned. And then against the harsh lights, it shows a little bit more. But if I were just to step on stage like this against the light, you wouldn't be able to see anything. This machine has touted the Humbler because it's very heavy, and like all the bros come in and they're like slap on 25 or 45 pound plates, and then they're like, eat. So it was 10 pounds, but I can't do it. So we're dropping it to 7.5. I'll probably pull the 2.5 off because I fear it is going to be heavy. This is my intra workout. So I go to Shop Santé. I have a great selection of like amino acids, proteins, things like that. I usually fuel my workouts with some essential amino acids, citrulline, which is another amino acid. It just helps with protecting the muscle basically as you're training, so you don't waste too much of it. Creatine. Creatine's a big one, especially for women. There's been recent studies to come out that we get more benefit than the guys do from creatine. I hate training arms. I think it's just boring, specifically biceps. So we're gonna finish with triceps. I like to do both a combination of overhead tricep work as well as like push downs. Trying. Trying real hard. That was a 10-ish week out back workout.
All right. It's his pooping time.
It's true. Might be funny. Oh, buddy. A big one. This is the reason I actually lift weights, is so I can control my dog on a leash. Because he's a bad walker. Stop. I'm trying to grow. So I think I have beans on the ends. And then I think carrots and beets in and around there. And then I think a couple rows of lettuce. Produce is expensive here. And I would like to be able to feed myself and my neighbors. So my neighbor next door, she will help with this as well. We've got like our pile of compost in the corner there that we're gonna dig out a compost. And I think in that corner, we're gonna have chickens. This is like the first half of my day. It's kind of how I get started. So right now my coach, who is Shelby Starnes, he works more along the nutrition side as well as the accountability side. Right now we are at 1 hour, 20 minutes of cardio. The 20 minutes just got added today, and that's gonna be more of an intenser workout. I love running in the heat, so I'll probably make it a run later this afternoon. All right, guys, that's the end of this one today. Hopefully it's a series that you want to follow along and kind of see how I progress into my show for my 2025 competitive season. First show up is going to be Tupelo Pro in Tupelo, Mississippi. I did the show last year. It was really well run. Kind of a pain in the butt to get there, but worth it in the end when I got there. First show of the year, I don't have huge expectations. I usually do better into my second shows, but we're still working hard. So today we trained back, focusing on that density, the depth of my back muscles. I'm training back about 3 times a week right now, so I'm really hammering it. Like I said, I find arms very boring, so I just put them in wherever I can. Feeling okay. Prep is definitely taking its toll. We're 10 weeks out. I don't expect anything less. The energy will dip a little bit, so this is kind of where you got to dig deep and find a lot of motivation and other things, not necessarily based on energy. So it's an uphill battle from here, but I'm one for delayed gratification. So I'm happy to endure this short period of time for the reward at the end of the road. So follow along, guys. Thanks so much. Subscribe, like, comment, all of it. See you in the next one.